Nobody likes washing dishes. Well, that's exactly how life works. No matter how many challenges you go through, tasks you do, there will always be more things to do. It's repetitive, it's boring, it's never ending, and no matter how many dishes you wash, more just keep piling up. Sound familiar? But here's the crazy part. What if I told you that washing dishes can tell you a lot more about life than you might think? That something as simple as scrubbing a plate holds the secret to growth, patience, happiness? Stay with me because by the end of this video, you might never see your kitchen sink or your life the same way again. Number 1, there will always be more dishes. Just like I said, no matter how many dishes you wash, more will pile up. Well, it's the same thing in life. No matter how many tasks you go through, more will just keep adding up. Life is a cycle of effort, of reset, of renewal. Tasks will never really end, but they get easier with consistency and experience, and that's okay too. So accept the cycle instead of fighting it. If there's no way to go around it, you might as well enjoy the process. Small messes are easier to handle. Think about this. If you rinse your dishes right after washing them, that's good. The more you accumulate, the harder it is to get rid of it. Think about it. If the more plates you accumulate hits that level of the sink where no more water can come out, it's uncomfortable and impossible to clean. It's the same thing with life. The more you procrastinate and accumulate things to do, the harder it'll be to get rid of that huge pile, that huge list of things to do. So tackle things as they come, take simple, small steps, and eventually, on the long run, you'll get there. Some stains take time to remove. You have those pans that have those super stubborn stains that are so hard to get rid of for no reason? Well, that's the same in life. Sometimes you have those little problems or those big things you have to do that are so annoying to get rid of, but that's okay, because sometimes it just takes a little bit more scrubbing to be able to get rid of it. And this took me so long to understand that sometimes all you have to do is put in the time, the effort to get things done. Be patient with yourself. It's okay to take some more time to wash certain dishes. It's okay to take some more time to fix certain problems. In the end, either way, what's all going to matter is that it's going to be fixed. Halfway there, number 4 is the right tools make a difference. You might notice this, the fact that using hot water, the right soap, a good sponge make things a lot easier. It's the same with life. Having the right tools, the right support, the right help, and the right mindset will get you a lot further in life. Struggling alone with the wrong approach in life can make life a lot harder. So invest in yourself, learn new skills, find new ways. If one sponge doesn't work, find another one. If the cheap soap doesn't work as well, see if you can afford the better soap. If a certain mindset doesn't work, use another one. Even the most tedious tasks can be enjoyable. It all depends on your perspective, really. If you rush through it and because you're mad and stressed, you do it badly and with a bad vibe to it, you're just gonna do it badly and then have to redo it all over again, and it'll be a cycle of losing time. Attitude changes everything. Finding joy in the simple moments can make such a difference. I learned this the hard way because there were so many things in my life where I didn't want to enjoy it. Like being in traffic, I remember being in Mexico City, 2 hours of traffic in front of me, and I would stress so much. But then I realized, will stressing make the traffic go faster or go away? It won't. Put music, be present, be in the moment. It's gonna be okay. If you can't make it change, you might as well enjoy it. This one's deep, but you can always start fresh. No matter how dirty or messed up a plate or your past is, you can always fix it. You can always start fresh. It's hard, but it's doable. Mistakes, failures, and setbacks don't define you because you can always clean it up. And once you really work on cleaning it up, the results will make you so much more satisfied. So don't dwell on past messes. Don't regret the fact that, oh, you made something so dirty. Oh no. Just fix it, clean it, and move on. One that people do not talk about enough is the fact that everyone has a different way to wash dishes, but everyone has the same outcome in mind. Everyone has a different way of living life, but everyone has the same outcome in mind. The fact to be happy and fulfilled. Some people scrub everything before putting it in water. Some people put the soap and then the sponge. Some people put the sponge and then the soap. You get the point. That's why you cannot compare your life or how you're approaching your life with other people's lives. You may be like, oh, but Ashley is so much further away in life than me. Oh, but Daniel, he already got 50K this month and I'm only... Everyone has a different way. Everyone has their own problems. Everyone has their own world. And as long as you know where you're going, that's the point. That's it. Focus on what works for you and trust that you'll get there eventually. Last, but definitely not least, appreciate what you have while doing the dishes. This is something that really took me a while to get on how important gratitude is, because you don't realize what you have until you don't have it. You know, when you're sick and you can't really breathe through your nose, you're always like, oh no, I wish I had enjoyed it more when I could actually breathe. It's the same thing. Washing dishes is a reminder of what you have. You have clean water, you have soap, you have a sponge you can afford, a plate that had food on it. It might sound crazy and a bit philosophical, but it's super important. Gratitude truly transforms the way you see life. So instead of seeing it as a chore, see it as a proof of abundance. You have hands that work. You have eyes that can see what you're doing. You have so many things that you don't realize you have when you're doing the dishes. It's insane. So in the end, life is really like washing dishes. It's repetitive, frustrating, and never really ends. But if you stop resisting it, you can find the beauty in it. And every day, you get a chance to start fresh. Some people will scrub harder, some people will let things soak, but at the end of the day, we're just trying to get in front of this huge pile of life in front of us. I mean, think about it. When you wash dishes, it's the only moment where you can't be scrolling on your phone because you literally have to use your two hands. And maybe, just maybe, we can be grateful that we have dishes to wash in the first place. If this helped you see life a little bit differently, hit that like button and subscribe to see more reflections on everyday life that can teach us a big lesson. And hey, what's a small task in your life that you've learned to appreciate more? I'd love to hear it. Drop a comment. But until then, I'll say ciao and see you and see you next time. Oh my god.